Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then I want to say hello. My name is Naomi and I am so glad you guys are here. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. So today I want to share with you what I'm doing for school and how I'm doing school. And just kind of show you what a day in the life looks like. I have Luke is next to me playing over here with toys. So he might come in and say hi here in a little bit. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you're doing school, what are you doing in school this year and how is that looking for you? Yeah, let's get to it. This is Luke. Say hi, Luke. No, we're going to talk to our friends. We're going to show them. So what I'm doing for school is I am studying to get my AA in early childhood education, and with an AA, no, you can't touch. You got to build a big tower with the blocks. Can you do it? With an AA, I can start my own daycare. I can be a daycare worker. I can be a child care worker. And then I can go and get my bachelor's after I've gotten my AA. I don't know in what kind of capacity I want to teach yet. So, I am taking there's 22 courses that I have to take in order to get my AA. So right now I'm only working on one, and I'm going to start the second one here in probably a couple weeks, probably in the next 2 weeks or something like that. He found whatever that is. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. Alright, you go build us a tower. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so there's 22 courses. I'm working on one right now, which is called Intro to Early Childhood, and I actually rented the book from Amazon. So this is what it looks like. It looks pretty well loved, but it's been such a good book so far. Just been talking about kids, you know, how their brains work, how they like develop and how they grow, and talking about how to assess different attitudes, and so all sorts of different things like that. I feel like a lot of what I have been reading I already know, because I have 5 younger siblings, and I've just grown up around kids. So yeah, this is the book that I'm going through right now, and then I have a couple different notebooks. So I have this notebook. It's a really super sturdy, really nice notebook. And I have it labeled school schedule and to-do list. So in here, I'll show you one of the pages. I basically just write down, I write down the date right here, and then I write down to-do list, and then just whatever needs to be done for that day. So that's what that looks like. So the date, and then what needs to be done. And typically I will do it every night. So I'll usually do a day of school, and then after work, I'll come home and write down, okay, this is what needs to be done tomorrow. Then I'll do that, and then I'll do it, and then I'll come home after work and write down what needs to be done the next day, and then I'll do that, and then, you know, so forth and so on. So yeah, this is basically what I do in this notebook, whereas I also have other notes at the back of it, of just like, you know, I need to do this or whatever. So I have just kind of miscellaneous notes that I put in there too. So that's a really nice notebook. And then vocabulary notebook. And I have so much vocabulary. There's probably like 15 to 30 terms in each chapter that I read, which is a lot. So I have been writing vocabulary terms on flashcards, but then I've also been writing it in this notebook. And this is just College Rules notebook, and it has vocabulary up here. And so then what I do is I will write the vocab in here, and then like this, I'll write the term and the page number right here, and then I'll write down just the term. And so what I'll do is I'll go and write down the whole chapter of vocab words, and then I'll go back and write them on flashcards. So yeah, that's been really helpful to write it once in my notebook, then write it on vocab cards. And then I have this app on my phone called Quizlet. I will show you right here. And that has all sorts of ways that you can memorize. So it has, you can do flashcards on there and just kind of flip through them. It has a matching game where you can go through and match. You can match the term to the word, or you can, you know, all sorts of ways. So I love Quizlet. That's been really helpful too. Yeah, this is my notes notebook, and I just go through and write my notes in here. And it can be, sometimes I'll write the vocab in here. Sometimes I will just take a bunch of random notes. I have, I wrote out charts and graphs in there, a lesson checklist, and so on here it has everything that I need to be doing. So it'll tell me, you know, this lesson you're going to read chapter 5, and then it has the online presentation, which is basically a recap of the chapter that I read for that day, and it's also it's its own thing, so it has like scenarios and stuff like that. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like its own thing, but it also recaps the chapter. So anyway, yeah, there's that I have to go through. And then the milestone assignment, if I have one of those, is basically an essay or a newsletter that they'll give you a scenario and you have to write an essay based on that. And then I have a quiz practice that I do every time I do a lesson. And then I have a test. A day in the life is typically I get up and I, you know, eat breakfast with the fam, and then I do dishes, and then around 8:30 or 9, I go to my room and I shut the door and I sit down and I work basically from like 8:30 or 9 to noon. And most days I'm reading and writing vocab and then studying vocab, and then I'll have lunch with the family, and then I'll go to work from like 1 to 3. Sometimes I have longer days than that. Other days I don't. If I have a day where I am done with the reading, then I will get on my computer and go do the presentation, and usually that doesn't take too long. So I'll do the presentation, and then I will do the practice quiz, which is basically, it's just a five question. Can you go build a tower for me? I need a tower. It's basically just a 5-question quiz, so it'll ask you 5 questions, and they're multiple choice, and then if I pass that with an 80% or higher, then I can move on to the test. So that is what I'm doing for school, and that's how I'm doing school. People have asked me, if you could go to campus or, you know, like go to college, then would you? And I think it'd be really cool to go to college. I feel like it'd be a good experience, but I don't like to travel, and I love to be near to my family. I love to be home with my family. So I don't know. I might go to college one day. I might not. We'll see. I definitely think there's a very possible chance that I might go to live on campus or whatever. So we will see what happens. But for right now, I'm sticking close to home. My end goal is to be a teacher. I don't know in what capacity that will be. I don't know if I'll be a public school teacher, or if I will be a teacher in a daycare or a childcare or just at church. You know, I'm not sure, but we will see. Right now I am working on getting my AA in early childhood education through Liberty University, and we will see where that goes. Thanks so much for... Thank you. Do we like it? Do we like it? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any other questions about school, or how I'm doing school, or, you know, any other questions about school, comment down below and I will answer those questions if you have any. So thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye. Can you say bye? Back up. No.